What's going on, everybody? It's Kirk with New Video Games, coming to you the week of Gamescom with a live reaction to the Lords of the Fallen presentation from CI Games. This is a Souls-like game attempting to do what no other Souls-like game has done, which is make a game which is comparable to Dark Souls. Only From Software has done it. We're here to
dethrone the
see.
champion, but no chance. No
We're here
chance.
to see if CI Games can do it. They're composed primarily of some former Witcher 3 devs, so they might have a chance. But let me introduce my esteemed guest. It is my buddy Tyler, who is
What's up?
a bit of a Souls connoisseur, if you will. I believe
Bit of a connoisseur.
he has gone through all of the Dark Souls games, and maybe even a Bloodborne or a Sekiro.
Bloodborne and Sekiro as well. Elden Ring, of course.
So who better to join me to watch this presentation? I've seen a little bit of it. I haven't seen the whole thing, but this looks like the closest anyone has come to replicating the From Software formula. A lot of the things out there, they've been a little bit generic. I'm an apologist for the first Lords of the Fallen game that came out in 2014. A little bit janky. I loved it. I actually platinumed it, played through that whole thing. I really liked that game. The same developers put out the Surge 1 and 2. Where are my Surge 1 and 2 fans at? And then, of course, we got Mortal Shell sometime in the last couple of years. That game was okay, but all of these games, they're not quite hitting the very high mark that From Software has set. They have set the bar. So here comes another challenger, shall we say, to try to replicate the success that the Souls games have had. And this one seems to be coming closer than any others have, which is why we're going to be reacting to this today. But Tyler, how would you feel if a game got you excited about a Souls-like experience and it wasn't made by From Software?
That'd be great. They can only make so many games. They only have so many ideas on their team. I would love to see a new team branch out, go a little crazy with it, but actually be able to capture the whole essence of the difficulty and the intertwined maps. I think is a big part that a lot of people miss out on.
They're a little busy working on Armored Core right now as well, Armored Core 6. So they might be tied down for a little while before we get another Elden Ring or something like that. Obviously, we're going to get
Bloodborne
DLC
2.
for that.
Bloodborne 2.
Yes, that'd be very nice. Or just a PS5 patch,
Or PC
have
patch.
Bluepoint make it or something. But without further ado, this video is going to be long enough as it is. We're going to get to watching this.
Life and light. In your divine radiance, we trust. Shield our souls with grace, our hearts.
Very creepy.
With hope,
I'm getting.
It's giving me some Metroidvania Betrayal vibes.
our path,
I'm getting subtle horror vibes.
Yeah.
turn our gaze from what lies beyond your luster, where wickedness dwells, and the shadows reign. Arm us with your golden splendor, so that together may we vanquish the darkness.
Definitely getting that Dark Souls voice in there.
Yeah, like the Firekeeper. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's creepy.
Definitely some gothic horror, almost a little bit
Yeah.
with like the Norse theme or like Slavic that we've seen in a lot of games recently.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it looks amazing. Like graphically, everything
Yeah.
going on here looks very, very good. It looks very next gen. Which is something-
Environments look very diverse so far.
The darkness.
On behalf of Hexworks,
Wow.
welcome to the Lords of the Fallen gameplay showcase. Today, we're
Okay, that's
taking
just
a closer
Sekiro.
look at our all-new dark fantasy action RPG, arriving this October on PC,
Yeah, that's Elden Ring.
PS5,
Yeah.
and Xbox Series X and S.
You
A lot of influence here.
You will bask under the Erd tree.
Spiritual successor to the original 2014 release.
Woo, woo.
It acts as a full reboot for the franchise.
Ooh, okay, that bow was
taking place
clean.
in a vast,
Viable bows?
interconnected
Yeah.
world over 1,000 years later.
Love this guy's accent.
Colossal
1,000 years
boss
later.
battles, fast and challenging combat, and deep
Oh, okay, that
immersive
dodge was
story.
nice. That was like a quick step
Players
from
will journey
Bloodborne.
across
Yeah.
2 parallel realms in this expansive RPG experience.
Parallel
The world of the living,
realms.
Axiom, and the world of the dead, Umbro, with each featuring its own unique path.
Oh, okay. Have you heard of the game called The Medium?
Treasures.
They're doing the thing from The Medium where
And
like
while
as
Axiom
like a
presents its
puzzle
own
like
challenges,
I've
platforming
seen some
thing.
platformers do, yeah. do
Yeah, you
something
gotta go
similar.
like between the worlds or whatever. That's interesting.
thanks to the Umbro lamp.
Hopefully it lasts.
Okay,
'cause
that's just
normally that gimmick kinda
Bloodborne.
wears
That's
off.
just Bloodborne right now.
That is literally.
This is literally
Slain
Bloodborne.
by the foes of Axiom, at which point you'll resurrect in the same
Oh, it's
location
okay. So it's
for
like
the
Sekiro.
Umbro.
So you get an extra life.
Okay.
That's
By
cool
performing
because I
Umbro
suck at
Rift
these
and
games
willingly
generally.
sacrificing one of your
I like
key
having an
lives.
extra life. That's
But
nice.
the lamp holds yet more.
Okay, and you can
granting the
also
ability to flay the
Full
soul from an
spirits?
enemy with
do
some
the
high
Bloodborne
damage
visceral
attacks,
attack, literally.
and even manipulate the very environment.
But he said you can like
However,
shed
the
your
longer you spend
mortal
in this
coil or
life-giving
whatever
plane,
to go to the
greater
dark
number of
world, the umbral
Yeah.
plane.
that will hunt
I guess
you
it's sort
down.
of like de-embering or Mortal Shell had something
As
like that.
harrowing as the Hellions of Umbral are, they pale in comparison to the game's brutal boss battles.
Let's go.
Towering above the ever-burning city of
Some good
Kalrath,
beasts.
This gargantuan
Yeah, this is
monstrosity
ooh.
doesn't take kindly
Dude, the
to
dodging
the
looks like he's like
adventures.
"Tah."
The
Like
demonic
you like that
presence
little
of
like
the
that
Yeah,
little
it's
jump
not a
like
roll.
yeah, yeah.
The step.
I like that
That's-
quick step. Yeah.
You get both.
Ooh, those hitboxes look nice.
Welcome to Mornstead, a prominent region within the vast and sprawling world of
This
Lords
looks
of the
so
Fallen.
nice.
In today's
Like
extended
playing this on my
gameplay
4K
walkthrough,
65
we're
inch.
sharing an
Woo!
exclusive look
On
at
my
just
Xbox
some of
probably.
the diverse and harrowing
I'm gonna have to
areas
upgrade.
you'll journey through
You have
in
the
your epic
PC.
quest
I don't know if a
to
1080 can
reach
handle
the
this,
deep,
man.
The demon god.
We'll see.
Oh, this is like the classic panorama shot.
And I love that hand mountains back there.
This
They
is
just look cool.
Skyrest Bridge.
This is
It
giving
is
me like Dark
guarded
Souls
by
1
Pieta,
vibes.
She of the blessed
Like where you
renewal,
meet
one of
Solaire.
the game's early boss encounters.
Yeah.
We must triumph
This,
against her
I will
in
say,
order to
like, this is a
proceed
double A
with our holy
developer,
charge to restore
but
radiance
this
to the
is one of
6
the most
legions of the
next-gen looking
Sentinels
games I
and
have seen
thwart
this year.
the
Like, a
Gears
lot of
uprising.
games have underperformed in terms of how they look, including like a Final Fantasy 16.
Oh,
This
holy
game looks
Boreas,
nice. Like, this game looks
by your
Unreal
radiance
5.
grant me
through
the
and through.
strength To continue to endure
This is
these
so Dark
dark
Souls, dude,
days,
with the narration and
to lay
stuff.
bare the path to salvation.
Yeah.
And yet you now appear before me, a stranger.
Never mind. And yet you now prepare before me, a stranger.
One I can.
What?
Maybe we record
She was
that
like,
one,
she was like, it's my lunch break, guys. Come on.
Guys, it's
Ooh,
450,
Dude,
I'm not gonna-
I want to play
Okay.
this.
abilities are seamlessly interwoven alongside standard attacks.
Oh,
You can
dude.
choose
That does
between
look
catalysts,
nice.
Yeah.
bows,
Ooh, what?
crossbows,
Like a
or
phantom
throwables,
blade?
mapping up to
Yeah.
Dude,
four
the
additional magic
iframes look
skills
amazing. Look at that.
for immediate access.
That is not the Dark Souls 2 problem of like not
No iframes.
getting your dodge. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like those iframes are forgiving.
Okay.
Ooh, the parry.
Parryable
Okay.
bosses?
As with many of the imposing bosses
What?
you'll
Okay.
encounter,
Phase 2?
Pieta has two very
Yeah, I'll
distinct
say.
stages.
Yo, look at the particle effects on this.
Crucible Knight flashbacks.
Death is not necessarily the end in Lords of the Fallen.
Yep,
When
it's the
slaying
Sekiro
Axiom,
mechanic.
The realm of the living,
Oh.
you'll
That I like that
resurrect
too.
in
So you
because-
start in Dark
the realm
Souls,
of the
and then you
dead.
die and go to
We
Bloodborne.
now have one final chance.
That's
to
an
survive.
interesting way to look at it. Yeah. Dude, this is so sick.
It is pretty sick.
Like the movement and the animations feel so fluid. And the scale of this, like this is just like, this reminds me of like Margit the Omen King from Elden Ring, but like turned up to 11.
Yeah.
Cool guys walk away from dead bosses.
Heal. Always
Though
heal.
few and far between,
Drink your flask! There might be a phase
special
3!
patches of ground upon which we can spawn a resting point, known as a vestige seedling.
Ah,
Bonfire?
These
a
come at
vestige
insignificant
seedling,
resource
not,
cost, however,
mind
and
you,
can
a
only spawn one
bonfire.
at a time. The realms of Axiom and Umbral.
Oh, he
exist
said
in
only one at a
parallel.
time, though.
Each world
That's
features its
different.
own unique pathways, enemies, characters, and
One,
of
one
course,
at a time. I
treasures.
wonder what that mechanic is.
We can now use this crafted vestige to return to Axiom.
Okay, so it's like they let you re-ember basically and not be in the dark place. I don't. That mechanic is either going to be really cool, the two worlds, or it's going to be annoying as all
Yeah.
get out. So they, you know, if you're messing with that, you
So
gotta,
far,
you
I'll
gotta
give them
pull
the benefit
that
of the
off.
doubt.
Yeah, like I said, the game that I played most recently that had that was the medium, and it was very annoying in that game. So I'm sort of like I give them the benefit of the doubt, but I also am like, it's like a wait and see. Like, I'm gonna wait and see that they don't mess it up. Oh yes.
We can
Us!
appear
Us!
in the secondary realm at any time by raising the Umbral lamp. Though be
See,
advised,
like,
this
is this
also
fun?
renders you vulnerable to its
Is this
natural
fun?
It
Like-
looks cool, but no. I don't
Like,
think
I
it's
feel like I
particularly
just want to
fun.
stay in this world and do the awesome combat. But
We will now
anyway,
use the lamp to cross
See,
over
like,
to Umbral.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
so
not-
like hidden chests and stuff like that could be cool.
And
Yeah,
it isn't so easy
collectibles.
to
It,
return
the
to
and
world
the design of it, like the creative
Yeah.
direction of like the Umbral world, so sick.
It is very cool.
It's not even Bloodborne. It's like
many enemies.
I don't know what I
Yeah.
would compare it to.
approach to combat.
Which is good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
For example, is only vulnerable when attacked.
That's a
from the
sick looking
back,
enemy.
Or when it
I do
reveals its
hate
true form.
back only enemies, but you know, I get it.
I'm almost getting like weird, like Dark Realm, like Norse, like God of War vibes or something.
Yeah.
Or like it reminds me of like the Dark World from Avengers that Loki's from, or whatever, the Ice Giants or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks cool.
I know what that's called, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, all the comic book nerds are
Flaming.
yeah, they're enraged at my ignorance, which is fair play. Dude, that looks so
I
satisfying.
look good.
Yeah.
You'll
Is-
also come across permanent.
Like, it's not
vestiges
janky
on
looking at
patrols,
all.
No.
As well as using these.
It's
to
slow,
return to
but it looks
Axiom.
methodical.
You
can
think it looks
also
slow?
level up your
I mean, the
stats
dodging's
at
not
these
slow.
locations.
I guess Bloodborne's the one I played most recently, so
And Sekiro's faster as well.
yeah.
Dude, this guy's got like the, it's not
3
hair,
schools
but
of sorcery can be
it
mastered.
looks sick.
Rogar, Radiant, and Umbral.
Oh, the
Okay.
Rogar were
Specializing in
like
a
the
different
demonic
area
race
of
in the
the
first
arcane
Lords of the Fallen.
and requiring a different catalyst to cast.
This guy's gonna be like a shaman.
Our
Okay.
is adept in Rogar, characterized by devastating
What?
pyromantic attacks.
Okay, so he's like a pyromancer
Pyromancing.
rogue guy,
Yeah.
Wolverine.
It's just Wolverine claws.
Yeah.
Hey, if they make Wolverine claws good, that's something FromSoft's never done.
I will say the the rogue in the first game was like the weakest character, so I would love for them to sort of fix that. Like, it was all about timing, so like
This-
how
this
he's like
looks
bum,
much
bum,
faster.
bum bum, like you had to like time it
Yeah.
right. Hopefully they've kind of ditched that. It was like a stamina based thing. I would like it if it was more like Dark Souls. Is this a mini boss? Like, this is intense. See,
Yeah.
that dodge scene, they've nailed that, I think. I'm very
The
excited
dodge
about
and then the
that.
dodge attack in, the jump back in.
I don't even think I've seen him roll. It's just the Bloodborne quick step.
Yeah.
Like almost entirely. Yeah.
Like
and
the
then
lock on, you quick
then
step, or you roll.
You can jump back
Yeah.
in. You're right.
Into
Yeah,
a
yeah.
very cliff face,
So it seems like Dark Souls combat with like an added touch of aggression, sort of, or like
There are
Yeah.
myriad pathways stretching both above and below, with hidden areas.
that just looks like Blight
treasures,
Town.
and
It looks like
NPCs
Blight Town.
all awaiting discovery.
Hopefully the frame rate's better.
It'd be weird.
All right, now go back down and let your head hit on it every rung. Dunk, 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 dunk. Why did it get so quiet?
It's just butterflies. Oh,
So he created the thing that you can only create one at a time. So does that mean that you won't be able to teleport? Because that would be frustrating, maybe.
that's what I was kind of thinking.
Yeah.
But they said you could teleport back to your home base.
Yeah.
So
but
maybe
then-
it's more of like
but
a
then-
save
But
point.
then can I only teleport back to the one thing that I made, or I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how quality of life is. Okay.
Interesting
But-
that enemies are ignoring him.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
Or maybe those are just like villagers minding their own business.
The
As a
the effects of the
lamp
fire are
players
really
equipped with a devastating
really
ability.
cool looking.
The
Like
soul
all the
cannon.
particle effects are so
By
cool.
The-
using
like the
only
rain
a
looks nice,
limited number
too.
of
Yeah.
soul charges, we are
He
able
just
to
ripped his
extract
soul out of
the
his
very
body and
soul
started
of an
wailing
enemy,
on it.
ready to inflict
Shout out Alawi.
significant damage.
The enemy design seems very diverse and cool too.
Yeah.
Like a lot of grotesque creatures.
It also
here.
seems themed. Like this is still kind of playing off of the earlier mini boss.
And they've like designed like the fact that he just like tried to like hit like headbutt him with his spiky head, like,
Yeah.
and then like the way that the like big Easter Island guy was fighting him, like there seems like there's like a lot of diversity in like the movesets and stuff. Like it's not just like
Which is that'll keep any game fresh.
Demon Lizard Man variant
Yeah.
2 of Demon Lizard Man. You know, like it seems like they put a lot of work into like creating very unique and engaging enemy types.
And it
Whoa, summoning mechanic?
yeah, I guess that's a summon. I thought it was just a spell at first, but
I didn't know. You know what? Yeah, I
Maybe
think it is a
I mean-
spell. The first game had spells that were kind of like, it wasn't like summoning, but yeah, you would get like a big like attack like that.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's gonna be like the Elden Ring summon there, which is, I mean, either way, that's cool.
it was a cool spell.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of sick. I'm not even gonna lie. But like, okay, I would have thought it would.
You have to-
It would have been cooler if like he like did that and then like had to walk forward and like not be able to
With
see
the
it.
lantern out,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Or like you can't even like see it or something.
Environment when in Umbral.
See, and I
Do you
don't
think that was
like.
a forced jump, or do you think that was like a quick time jump?
I think he did that manually. I
Yeah.
think.
Always prefer to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting that like, I mean, these games are meant to be hard, but it's interesting like to traverse. Oh, this is textbook from Software UI.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't look at all the stats. I only saw strength.
It's interesting.
He's
that-
rocking 50 at every.
Strength build, baby. Oh, that weapon looks so inefficient. Takes like
That's a great
5 seconds to
weapon.
wind up. You're getting hit out of that every time.
knock up.
I would totally use this weapon too, like an idiot. Like, just looks fun. No, but it's interesting that you've got to like sacrifice one of your lives to be able to progress. Like you've got to give up your first life to go into this world to move on, presumably.
We now find ourselves in Lower Calrath,
Yeah.
an ever-burning district, renowned
Okay, so-
for its
so
displays
hell.
of barbarity.
Ever burning. Checks out.
The different environments is
They,
commendable.
yeah.
It's not just
And
like
we've seen like the Blight Town area. We've
Yeah,
seen
yeah. It's-
snow. We've seen this fire city.
it's not just Gothic castle place.
Castle, yeah.
Yeah. This reminds me of the like vision from Sekiro,
Right.
where he goes back in time
the
and the whole
butterfly
place is-
boss.
Yeah, the whole place is burning.
Oh, that one took a while.
This is clearly like a rogue type character.
Yeah.
God, that looks so good.
We're now going to invite a second player to join us on our
Okay.
journey. This is easily
Oh!
achieved at any of the vestiges.
Co-op!
You can choose
Good.
to
I didn't even know there was co-op.
or a randomly selected
So
player.
we hopping in on this? We hopping
Either
in on
way,
this
your co-op companion
this
Dude,
fall?
on
This-
release?
your son for as long as you or they choose.
I mean, maybe.
See?
Maybe
As
it, maybe in like a
sorcerer,
dream world,
our ally
they
is
send me
able
a
to
code.
buff either character with various enhancements.
I would love that. This game looks awesome. It's coming out at a very. Not sure I would love to use the bow.
But
Because-
the bow it's better than Dark Souls bow. It's not a meme.
Hey, you shut your mouth.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna
bow
shoot,
challenge runners.
I'm gonna shoot that dragon's tail 1,500 times. See, that looks sick.
Yeah.
And just in general, like a lot of the flow of the weapons, like the boss fight with the like angel person, whatever weapon he was using against her was crazy. It was very
Yeah.
cool. See, like it might have been like a phantom blade sometimes as well. But yeah, co-op in this, as long as it's not too easy. I would hope that it like
It could
scales a
be,
little bit or
but-
something. I mean, I guess easy's never bad. Like if it gives you a way to make it easier, like that's all well and
I don't
good.
know. I mean, it's always a second playthrough co-op. You gotta get through the bosses yourself first.
Also, I will say, like, the performance is the same. I mean, obviously, this is a showcase, so they're not going to show bad performance, right? But co-op
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be taking things down a notch at all.
And the lightning effects on that mage look good. They linger a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
afterwards. I like that little touch.
Gotta have those clompy footsteps in any Souls like. Oh, whoa!
You gotta have that too.
It's perfect. Ah, perfect Dark Souls FU energy. Oh my
Perfect.
god. Came out of nowhere. That
You gotta check the corner. I
so
know that's a
they-
clear
yeah,
corner to check.
they
That's
def-
just a new player.
They definitely understand their
Here's
inspirations,
our
their
way
source
by
material
an umbral
very
entity.
well.
We will need to track its tendrils in order to locate and expel the source of its power.
See, a lot more puzzly stuff than Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to set themselves apart, and that's
That's
fine.
good.
That's good. Yeah.
If it works.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of places have struggled in the past.
I will say the combat has been the most intriguing thing to me so far.
I really like the
Finally,
enemy
it's
design.
time
I gotta
to
be
face
honest.
off
Okay.
Against a colossal spurned
I think the enemy
I-
design is.
I like the world design as well.
Yeah.
But so far, the movement and the combat, very interested in that. You are
Oh,
ugly.
what a cutie!
No.
What a cutie!
Whoa, what? Yeah, strong horror vibes here. Like, and not even like Bloodborne horror vibes. Like, this is like Baba Yaga or like
Right. More grotesque,
like
less.
yeah, like
Lovecraft.
like thing in the woods that you have to sacrifice like babies to, or it like destroys
Yeah.
your whole village.
Mm.
Like that, like Slavic folklore type stuff. Like the type of stuff in like The Witcher or so.
Which is fair.
Yeah, the devs are drawing
Definitely-
drawing on their roots.
Definitely a good part of that game.
Okay, that looks not fun. Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like, these guys have taken a lot
Is
of
this-
damage and not died ever.
They
Well, no,
haven't?
no, they did die. They did die that one time.
Okay.
All right, so we're on a.
This is also like a forced range section. I guess he's gonna hit
We're
down.
on a platform now. This is like, yeah.
Is that the-
The lands of Mornstead await you.
Huh.
Pre-order Lords of the Fallen now and prepare to unleash
Right
the
now.
darkness
Don't wait.
on Friday, the
Pre-order
13th
it.
of October.
Yeah, I was gonna say the release date for this is smack dab in between a bunch of other stuff.
13th of October. So
Yeah, like Assassin's Creed and Spider-Man's coming out after that. The new Mario game's coming out that month. So there's a lot going on.
Gonna be tough.
With this horror.
With your very own hand.
I think this is a boss fight that we're about to see.
Monster.
Good. Good.
Your blasphemy know no bounds.
Voice acting isn't bad.
If only
It seems like they're going for the very like obtuse Dark Souls thing.
Yeah.
brother
Yes.
Brother.
guessed.
Another sinner.
Also a lot of religious imagery mixed with the horror. Okay, javelin. See, those iframes are nice. You love to see it.
Yeah.
Nice quick step. Ooh, great hitbox. Oh, I think that's the first time we've seen the healing mechanic. So it's like the Dark Souls 2 Gym Crush type deal.
At least the animation is, yeah. Which is, I mean, it's fast.
Yeah,
Whether
yeah.
it gives you fast health or not.
Alright, that was a little ragdoll-y. It was like... like, the other one they showed was very satisfying. I don't know if this is just because it's like a big boss or... Music is good. That seemed fast. It was like... Shoosh, doosh, and it like healed.
Yeah.
Parry.
That's a good parry.
See how he like flies back? Like, I don't know that
Yeah.
I don't know that looks great, but... I mean, this just looks like a fun time. Like, I feel like I would enjoy this as much as pretty much any Souls boss fight.
If you told me this was a Souls boss, I'd believe you.
Definitely doesn't have their distinct kind of,
Yeah,
art-
I would say
art
more Dark
style.
Souls 2, but
with a really big graphical upgrade.
yes, obviously.
That was very fast. Charting something up, maybe? Or phase 2? Oof. Eat that. Or is he parrying that?
I can't tell.
Seems like he's
I
maybe,
hope that's a parry.
I think it's a block. He's got like he's
Yeah.
got like a buckler. Because the parry, or maybe it is a parry, but it's not a parry stun. But he's got like that
Right.
little buckler shield that you can use in Dark Souls that like doesn't really block well. Well, yeah,
Maybe
it's-
there's kind of a Sekiro stamina thing. You have to
There's-
do multiple parries.
It's got to be a phase 2.
Obviously.
He has to like become, yeah, he's got to do something gross to like utilize his full power
You're on the receiving end.
as per usual.
Yeah.
Oh, you will know darkness, brother.
This feels like Vicar Amelia. Is it in his face?
Yes.
Oh, that's gross, dude.
Bloodworms? I don't remember that in Norse mythology.
I mean, he's not dead.
He's undead.
Yo, okay, completely different fight.
Wow.
Yeah, this went full Bloodborne. I don't know that I'm excited to use the javelin, but
Nope. Not a javelin fan.
okay, now this looks fun. This looks real fun.
Bit of a jump attack.
Again, the
So that's a good combo.
particle effects look really, really good. Like, this game is very visually appealing. And I mean, you can't know until you got hands-on controller, but it looks like it feels very good to play.
Yeah.
I kind of wish there was a demo. Like, I want to play this, like, now. He's committed to that javelin, man.
I
All right, how did
it's
that?
an interesting decision.
How did that not hit him? Those iframes are very forgiving. I'll take it. That looks sick. I mean, this is just a good boss fight. Like, I think people
Yeah.
people don't realize that all these Souls clones, like, they don't nail boss fights exactly. And they look like they might be doing it. So what'd you think, man? I think got me sort of excited.
The most excited I've been for a Souls like it and Lies of P. I gotta shout out Lies of P.
Yes,
it looks good as well.
Absolutely, yeah. But I didn't think like Eliza P is like a for sure must play for me. This game was kind of like, you know, if this one, I mean, it's a must play as well. But like Liza P, I'm gonna play that when it comes out.
Lies of P is like on launch. This one's pulling me in.
Like, yeah, I would have thought this one is like 2024. This one gets played for me.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like, do I let this go to 2024? Because this looks like it might be pretty good. Like, I mean, like, like I watching that, I want to play this for sure. It's a question of when, and it's a question of, I think this is gonna be a $70 game. It looks like a $70 game. Like,
it does look like $70
I'm not really
game.
knocking that. I think everybody has been sort of, I don't want to say burned by these, because again, like, Mortal Shell is good. The Surge games are good. People liked Wolong Fallen Dynasty and stuff. Like, all these sort of Bloodborne likes and Sekiro likes and Souls likes. You know, Lies of P is probably going to be very, very good. But all of them have like a little bit of like some sort of chink in the armor or something that people can point to where it's like, well, it's not exactly. And I don't, I don't know if that's just because, you know, From Software didn't make it. You know, so nothing, like, unless it's made by From Software, it's never going to be, you know, quite that je ne sais quoi. But I mean, this seems to have its own, you know, je ne sais quoi. Seems to have its own secret sauce. So I want to play this, and you know, they could have dressed it up, made it look really pretty for the showcase, and you know, shown the best of what they had, and maybe hands-on it, you know, it's a little bit more lackluster or something.
They showed the javelin, so it wasn't the best.
But like, this was like 25 minutes of just straight, pretty raw footage, and
there's a lot of diversity in there too.
Very few flaws, you know, that I feel like I could find in it. I'm cautiously very, very excited and optimistic for this. So I think this is something that I really, really want to play. Really, really want to try to, you know, beat and then beat again sort of deal. Maybe, you know, go for all the trophies or whatever. This looks cool. This looks very cool, and I like the aesthetic. I like, you know, the gothic sort of horror vibes, but also sort of that like Elden Ring sort of light, and seems like they're going for that.
Not everything was dark.
Not
everything was dark.
They're going for the contrast, right, of like the super dark world, like with no light and like whatever, and then you've got sort of that like Erd tree kind of. This is the, you know, the normal realm, and you know, there's sunlight and castles and green grass everywhere and stuff like that. All seems very visually appealing. The combat, especially that first boss fight, I think I liked a lot better than the last one that they showed. With the like the angel flying around lady with the sword rain of death or whatever. That looked extremely cool. That boss fight looked very, very fun. I hope they'll put like a demo out for this or something. They probably won't, but I want to play this as soon as possible. I don't know if I'll drop $70 on it. What do you think is I mean, would you pay? Is there any world where you would pay $70 for this, or is this like you want to get this?
So.
Okay.
I think so.
I think so
it's
too.
Not going to be a pre-order, but it would be once it's released. You know, I'll check out the reviews for sure and give it a go.
If it's like an 8.5, I don't know that I'm going to be able to resist myself. It's really just the competition in that month. It's Assassin's Creed. It's Spider-Man. There's a bunch of other stuff in October.
To look forward to.
Yeah, Super Mario Wonder. There's a bunch of stuff going on in October. Like, I almost wonder if it wouldn't be such a bad thing if they, like, you know,
delayed it.
If they unforeseeably delayed it to, you know, December or something, right around Christmas, you know. And after seeing this, I will say, you know, regardless of all that, I definitely want it to do well. They've clearly put a lot of effort, love, and care into this. They seem to really be going for it here. I mean, just some of these, like the big giant boss that like the hands came out of his mouth and stuff, like that looked amazing.
That's creative.
There's fire everywhere and stuff. Yeah, like they have not phoned it in any regard. In no way is this like, oh, we'll just make a Dark Souls clone, throws a big guy with a sword or like whatever, like. You got the
last guy, he was kind of big guy with sword, but then he turned into whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, like just giant, bloody entrails or whatever. That was disgusting. But the angel, flying lady or what, the swordsman with the sword rain and stuff like that looked amazing. All of the sort of light based attacks that she was doing, really the way that they're using light and darkness and fire and particles and AoEs, really impressed with that. Like, I love how this looks visually. This is almost like a tech demo like game, which is usually maybe a sign that they're putting a lot into the graphics to sort of distract from maybe less than stellar gameplay. But everything that we saw today looked really fun and like no jank whatsoever. So it'll be very interesting to get our hands on this, and maybe we will. Maybe we'll do a bit of co-op, bit of boss lane together. But that's all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed our reaction to this presentation. We tried to be at least seem as informed as we could, despite our shortcomings. But yeah, from two Souls veterans, if you will, or at least Souls game players. Yeah, Souls fans for sure. This looks like one maybe not to skip. So I'm excited. Tyler, you said you're excited. Let me know in the comments if you guys are excited, and if you can, please leave a like on this video. It helps so much, and if you can subscribe. I'd love to do some more content like this. Maybe I can wrangle Tyler in against his will to do something like this again. But
maybe once or twice.
We're gonna be reacting to showcases and news like this on the channel, and maybe even playing some games like this, especially if we can get our hands on it early. But thank you, especially if you watched all the way through or if you skipped through to the end. Either way is good with me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you watching. Until next time, take care.